This is Paul Manansjan, and he, by the way, I said that really well, didn't I?
Yes, you
did.
did.
And he is the environmental director of the San Diego International Airport, and let me tell you something. You've seen the construction of the new terminal, so let's welcome Paul in and let's chat it out a little bit here. Hi, Paul. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Manansjan.
Manansjan.
Pretty good.
It's not easy.
No,
No,
especially
it's not.
when you see it.
You nailed it, though, buddy.
Well, that's because Paul gave me a cheat sheet.
That's okay. Not to tell people.
You should give a business card, and under your name, you should have it phonetically spelled
phonetic
out.
thing, I should.
Right.
So there is quite a lot of construction going on. I was just there yesterday dropping my boyfriend off, and it seems like there's a lot going on. Absolutely.
We've got a 10-gate expansion, which we call the green build, and that's because there's a great focus on environmental in that. If you're familiar with the LEED certification program, the U.S. Green Building Council, leadership in energy and environmental design, which really looks at reducing your energy usage, your water usage, and your impact on the environment. So we're really proud about that. We're going to be open actually in August.
Which is going to be phenomenal. And I mean, I keep seeing all the advertisements when I'm in the airport, all these new restaurants and all the new retail outlets. And so when you talk about the environmentally friendly sort of stuff, I mean, are there going to be like solar panels on the top? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Absolutely. And in addition to energy conservation measures, and by the way, this green build is going to save about 30% costs in both energy and water usage. Wow. So that's a very positive point about this. We are going to have renewable energy as part of it as well, which will be photovoltaic cells on the top, solar panels on the rooftops, and that's going to be going throughout our facility beyond just the green build. It's also planned for the north side.
Right.
When you take on a project like this, what are you thinking about in terms of the future? Like how far into the future does this take the San Diego airport? I mean, is that in consideration?
Well, we're thinking at least 30 years ahead, and I'll tell you how, because we're also, we've been participating in a regional group of all the cities and port around the bay to address sea level rise. So we're looking at that far out in the window and how we can maintain our operations with the rising sea levels.
All right, maybe you can answer this for me. I've been dying to ask somebody about this. Help me with this. We have one runway, okay? We have a whole new terminal being built, which means we're going to accommodate, I'm guessing, thousands of more travelers, right? We got all these new restaurants, all these new stores. It's going to be the kind of place where you can go show up 2-3 hours early, and there's plenty to do.
Oh, yeah.
All right? How are we going to create more flights if there's only one runway? How does this change things?
Well, that's a challenge for us. I mean, because we're on a very small footprint, 661 acres. I mean, the average airport with our type of activity has 4 or 5 times that size.
Jeez.
So we're limited in both our capacity to expand, and that would include putting in another runway. So it is a challenge, but we're putting in efficiency measures as part of the new design for the site that'll make it easier for the flow of aircraft taxiing to get out. So we can certainly accommodate many more passengers than we're doing now. So,
well, I mean, let's just say hypothetically, if on an average day, let's just say just for round numbers, there were 100 flights that take off and land on an average day. Is there a percentage increase? I mean, right. I mean, was it going to go up to 120? I mean, is that something you even know about? I mean, you're kind of you're the green guy.
Yeah,
down
yeah,
there.
I'm the green guy. I'm the green guy. So I don't really deal directly with the operations, so I can't tell you that, but I know we have the capacity. Right now, we're close to 17 million passengers a year.
Okay.
And I know we can get into 20, 25 million as we move forward into the future as we plan and add more efficiency measures.
That's good.
Another thing about this new green belt, which is, you've probably noticed if you've been out there, there's a dual-level roadway.
Yes.
So now we're separating arrivals from departures.
That's great news.
So that'll make things the flow through the airport will be a lot quicker.
Well, just dropping him off yesterday, I know it's just a hassle. I mean, it really is.
Well, with the construction now too.
Well, that and but that's very nice. It's nice to know, okay, arrivals, departures.
And the other thing too, beyond the green build, we're planning right now a consolidated rental car facility on the north side. So all those rental car buses will be off the road as well.
Gotcha.
Wow,
And there'll be a single
These are good. These
clean
are great
energy
changes.
vehicle buses transporting on an on-site on our property roadway to get them there.
And I heard most of your cabs too are going to be hybrid. So it's like right when Travelers Tourist comes, they're going to be like, wow, this is a really...
We are so proud of that because you've probably seen a lot of hybrid cabs around town, right?
Yeah.
That's because of the airport. And because of our partnership with Mossy Toyota, California Center for Sustainable Energy, and the city MTS, we got some funding for these cab conversions, which was kind of a stimulus. But the cab drivers love them.
Of course.
Oh, well, of course.
Fewer stops.
Yeah, exactly.
They're saving up to $15,000 a year in fuel costs.
Right. Oh my
So they're
gosh.
using 1/3 the fuel. Right. And the traveling public love it too because they're giving them twice the tips.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, because they're great.
It really is, and they're very comfortable to drive in the back of a Prius. Just as an example, you know, you have other cities around the country. Hey, just real quick before we go, we got about a minute to go. What other airports around the country do this kind of volume that San Diego? Where do we rank? I mean, in terms of what's a comparable city's airport, size-wise, traveler-wise?
Well, a comparable city, like we're the 3rd largest traffic in California. So
behind like LA and San Francisco.
Yeah. So I think I'm trying to think about. Again, this is an operations thing.
The only reason I ask is because
a comparable size would be like San Jose, maybe. But San Jose is smaller, but it's just below us.
Because the truth of the matter is, our airport's a very easy airport to use, believe it or not. But it sounds like, based on what you've just told us this morning, not only is it going to be greener and leaner
much easier
and cleaner, but it's going to be a lot easier to use. This is really exciting, and it all opens in August. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Really